Hi there. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I'm new at brain retraining. It'll be 6 weeks tomorrow since I started the DNRS program, which is Dynamic Neural Retraining System. So I'm a newbie, and all I'm trying to do is document my own journey and share some things with you guys in case you need a little bit of encouragement and not just seeing someone who is already better, but somebody who's going through it. So I wanted to do a little video about the limbic system and my understanding of what it is and how it works. I wanted to read just a little thing about the limbic system. Well, it involves different parts of the brain. Says the limbic system is the part of the brain involved in our behavioral and emotional responses, especially when it comes to behaviors we need for survival, feeding, reproduction, and caring for our young, and fight or flight responses. So it includes the hippocampus, the amygdala, maybe other parts too, but so the way I understand it, without really studying it too much myself yet, is it's mainly in charge of the fight or flight responses, and it's about keeping us safe, making sure that we're protected, we're safe. It gives us alert signals when we're in danger. And unfortunately, with limbic system impairment, because of traumas throughout our life, it can be one trauma, I guess, or many traumas, our limbic systems get caught or stuck in a maladaptive stress response. And so instead of going back into the rest, digest, repair mode after the trauma, ours gets stuck. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about how I sort of relate to my limbic system for some reason, because even before I came across the whole retraining the brain stuff on YouTube, I've had health issues for many, many years, most of my life really, but more than half my life, about 35 years. And recently I've noticed that things have been getting worse and more complicated. And before I even found anything about rewiring the brain, I just instinctively had this feeling, and I even said it to people, I feel like my brain is stuck in fight or flight, because no matter what's going on around me, I can be totally relaxed, sitting on my couch and still feel anxious inside, like never feeling fully rested, never feeling fully at peace or relaxed, feeling fidgety and frustrated and wired, tired all the time. And so I started trying to explain it to people as I just feel like I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this fight or flight reaction, and I don't know how to break it. I don't know how to get out of it. Well, so this was before I even found out about brain retraining. And knowing that I had this sense of like, I'm not safe, and I want to feel safe, I've always kind of related to those feelings as it's my inner child. So before I even started looking at the limbic system or the brain, this part of me that I felt was stuck and scared and anxious, I always related to that feeling as a person, like as me, as a little girl. I come from my childhood. I was born into domestic violence. So from the ages of birth to about 8 years old, I lived in a very scary, traumatic, stressful environment. So this part of me that I've not been able to really understand, I always have thought of as little Karen. And just more so in the past year or so, I've been relating to that part of me as little Karen. And it's strange because I see her as a different person than me. That she's not actually me, but she's this little me. But she's distinct, like separate from who I am as an adult. But I started relating to her as someone that I need to protect and love and nurture and comfort, which are things that were missing in my own childhood. So now that I understand more about the limbic system and where I actually am stuck, like my brain is physically stuck in these ruts of fear and anxiety and negative patterns, I see my limbic system as this child that needs to be nurtured and loved, and I need to help my limbic system to not be afraid. I need to direct my limbic system, little Karen, into a healthier place and teach her that she's safe and that it's okay to let her guard down and stop going down those old pathways, those negative trauma loops of fear and anxiety and not feeling safe, and trying to calm her down and redirect her into new pathways of joy and hope and gratitude, and in a sense distract her off of the old negative death traps onto life-giving, wonderful, joy-filled paths. I drew a picture a couple of weeks ago of how I imagined myself with my limbic system, and I wanted to show you Limby and me. And it's my grown-up self holding the hand of my young self, and she's holding my limbic system, and she's scared. I think when you're caught in a trauma loop and your brain is stuck in fight or flight, whether it's from a traumatic childhood or a trauma somewhere else in your life, the brain becomes so sensitive and fearful and on this high alert all the time because it's in survival mode, and it sends these messages to our body, whether it's a smell or a food we're eating or a person or whatever, but it's on this high alert all the time. And part of the training is learning to calm the brain down, calm the nervous system down, and everything else that goes into that, elevating our moods and moving our bodies in certain ways and smiling and teaching our brains that it's okay. It's okay. We're safe. We can do things a different way now. So yeah, I just wanted to share that's how I view my limbic system. Write in the comments how you see the limbic system, how you relate to yours, and what you do to calm yourself and make yourself feel safe. I'd appreciate that. I'd like to hear what other people do. So thanks for watching. I hope that this was helpful in some way. God bless.